Send Xiaoping. I began working as a farm laborer for a landowner before I turned 10. But that landowner did all he could do to withhold my wages, so I was forced to beg for food. But behold, I, a poor innocent girl, was not the first to eat the food I received from begging so tirelessly. I had to feed my sick aunt, my younger brothers and sisters who were little, just like what I'm doing. I couldn't bear to eat the egg fried rice I worked so hard to prepare. Instead, I chose to save it for you. And you kept ordering me around unceasingly, telling me to do this and do that. Huh? What are those boys doing? Just like that, despite being in this room, the two of us have suddenly become monkeys being gawked at in a zoo. Maybe it isn't such a bad idea. I want you to take me to visit the other monkeys. And you know what's even better? Take me first to Mount Wago. So this is your own world. The one you tell me about.
Shaosha, have some water.
Aren't you coming in?
The other residents are on their way back. Let's just go to the hill across the dorm.
What did you say?
It's nothing. By the way, what time are you leaving tomorrow?
My flight tomorrow is 8 a.m. They will come to pick me up at 7.
Oh, that early? I'd still be in the mine. I come up from the mine late in the morning.
Yes, that's what I guessed. Well, what about tonight? Before you go down to the mine?
Right, I will go down at midnight.
Xiaoping, sit down. I'll go down the mine with you when the clock strikes 12 tonight.
No, you can't do that.
Why not? You don't want me to?
That's not it. It's... The bottom of the mine is no place for a lady.
And just because of what you said, I insist on going down into the mine with you.
No,
Your propaganda department will agree.
Unbelievable.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello. How are you? Hold on, where are you going? What? Why did your friends leave?
It's because you're dressed so fashionably. They probably thought they've seen a fairy.
Hey, this color of the water here is black. It should be called Blackwater River.
Huh? How did you know that? That it's called Blackwater River. Lives up to its name, doesn't it? The river is black. The color is black all throughout the year.
But the source of the water in this river has to be as clear as a mirror.
Well, who knows? Every time I come here and ponder about the kind of world I live in, I face so much worries. You know, outsiders don't really understand the world my kind live in. They look down on us who take this kind of world upon our shoulders. And what are the names they call us miners? Right, charcoal fur, coal blackie. Women would rather marry the men in the countryside than the ones in the mines.
Are you making plans for your life in the future?
Well, my plan is to simply continue to work here.
Is that what you really want? Or you just decided to give up?
What I face is a formidable reality. You don't know this, but living in the world of miners like me, to be able to work, earn a living and sleep, to make your own little nest, as comfortable as you possibly can, and if you have some strength left to see a movie, is enough to feel contentment.
Those are most miners. And what about you?
I'm no different from them. I go down the mine to dig for coal every day. I'm not saying I'm willing to be pounded by life like a ball. But the life in the mines is a force too powerful. And once this force successfully entangles my life in it, focusing on myself will forever remain a dream.
I know what you mean. I feel the same way with our newspaper and everything that happens to it. You can't help but care about the life in the mines. People are inherently caring wherever we each are in life. Without realizing it, we bear concern for our world.
You should know that the knowledge and equipment that we have at our coal mine is too outdated, and the workforce is weak. So to have technologically advanced equipment is pointless if nobody could operate them. Unfortunately for us miners, majority of us are so illiterate, we're worse than Dogfort. Forgive me. I got carried away. I cursed like a miner.
Don't worry. I'm fine with hearing you curse that way from time to time.
You know, despite finishing high school, I realized we didn't really learn much at our school. So, if I see an opportunity for me, I will enroll in the Technical School of Coal under the Bureau.
Really? Is it accomplishable for someone like you? Is it possible?
Will you support my plans?
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, I'm now more motivated. After you leave tomorrow, I will gather all my math, physics, chemistry, and other reference books, and I'll start reviewing them. I just say review, but the truth is I have to start learning them again. But I won't give up. I will work and study in the coming years. And when it's time for me to take exams, I'll be adequately prepared.
I know you can do it.
As long as I'm alive, I promise that I won't waste time anymore. I know that studying and working at the same time will be very difficult. Tougher than digging for coal at the bottom of the mine. But it doesn't scare me. Because I know that I have the support of my lovely Xiaoxia. My vision and all of my plans are for the life that we will share together in the future. It may seem impossible now, but I know that it will make me whole and fulfilled.
Listen, I was wondering, have you started making concrete plans to secure your goals for your future?
Concrete plans for my future?
Mm-hmm.
Concrete plans. Well, I'll definitely make new cave houses in the coming years. I'm serious about what I said. Why do you find it funny?
Is it really necessary? Don't tell me you want to be like those retired old cadres who return to their native home. Are you going back to your roots when you retire?
No, they won't be meant for me. I'm going to make them so I could give them to my father. I grew up there. The kind of cave house that one has is the measurement of his poverty or wealth. It solidifies the dignity of a person. Perhaps to people of your kind, having a few new cave houses built means nothing. That's why you don't understand why it matters so much to us. The truth is, it's been a dream of mine, and I will turn it to reality. In the last 20 years, I've watched my father live in humiliation in the village. I used to cry secretly because of it when I was around 7 or 8. My father, just like our ancestors, have been enslaved by a miserable and impoverished life. No money, no honor, unwilling to look at people in the face. Didn't even try to break free from the chains that lock him to his circumstances.
You're going to do all of this so that your father could have dignity and face the world?
You know what? What I want is for my father to stand outside our new cave houses with dignity and wearing so much pride on his face. Dressed in a black satin padded cotton jacket with an agate stamped pipe on his mouth, chatting loudly in the Chuangshui village center, spitting saliva everywhere.
What a beautiful and wonderful goal.
Wonderful indeed. Whenever I picture it in my head, I could almost feel the happiness and contentment of my family.
Xiaoping, if it's possible, could I go with you to your home and take a picture together with your father, brother Shawan, sister Lanwa, and of course Lansheng too. I want to take it in front of the entrance of the new cave houses.
You know what, Xiaoxia? My family will welcome you with open arms.
Xiaoping,
Hmm?
you know, by being with me, you make my spirit realize that I'm still a woman.
Why is that?
Because whenever I'm at work, the man there always says that my actions are so unlike that of a woman's. I know they're referring to the strength of my character, but what they don't understand is that it seems so to them because most of the time they act like women. And whenever they do, I do become a big brother to them.
If what you said is what you consider a declaration of love for me, I accept that declaration.
That music is Tchaikovsky's Andante Cantabile. How is it that you have that kind of music here?
What do you think? You can't believe this place isn't as desolate and rough as you had imagined, can you?
I'm so happy now, Xiaoping.
Tell me why.
To most people, this place is like a world of darkness. But not for me. I feel incredibly warm because you're here by my side.
Don't be scared. He's my senior on Sauze.
Oh.
I saw you when you went up the hill. You didn't come down. You do know that was dangerous and very unsafe. Traveling on this road at night is like the Pilgrim's Progress. I was scared you'd both get into an accident. I think I should walk with you. I'll walk ahead and then you follow me.
He was the one who climbed the tree, wasn't he?
He's a little strange, but he's fine.
Hey! You're Xiaoping Senior, aren't you? Hello? My name is Chen Xiaosha. You are?
Well, I'm Anzoza.
Ansoza. Hi. Thank you.
I thought you said you were going to lead the way. He's one funny fellow.
Xiaoping!
What? Give me a minute. What's up?
Is your girlfriend a reporter?
That's right.
How'd you do that? How were you able to have such a pretty girlfriend like her?
Is something wrong with that?
No, nothing. Xiaoping, I'm impressed with you. That's the truth. Well...
We are now at the tunnel face. Before this, we were at the ventilation gateway. We'll stay here while waiting for the first cluster bombs.
How are you guys?
Hello? Understood. Team 5
staring.
leader. Team 5 leader.
What?
It's for you.
Who's that?
Director General.
Let's go. Let's get moving.
Director General?
That's right. It's the Director General. He can call every tunnel face. The Director General has the authority to speak with any tunnel face leader anytime he wants to. There are more than 20 mines under the control of the Mining Bureau, and he has to always know the status of his thousands of workers down each of the mines from the Master Control Center located up on the ground.
I had no idea.
Well, neither did I in the beginning. You know, this mine, it just appears to be messy, but it actually has a meticulously designed production system unparalleled by any other mines. It's like a large and tightly connected web. If anybody makes a minor error at any time, it would cause such a major problem. Let's go over there. Watch your step.
Oh.
Careful. This way.
Don't come this way. Now you can't move any further. It's too dangerous. You could get seriously
No problem.
hurt.
This is where the real work happens. We light the first cluster of explosives, and after the explosion, every man in here starts working without breaks. They dig through the pile of coal until they find the steel plate on the ground. Then they immediately set up the steel pillar. That one, that's the steel pillar. And quickly, they lift up the bottom of the pillar to make sure that the beam is secure and to keep the workplace safe. Everything that's being done now is to secure and tighten what's above us, to prevent a cave-in. It would be catastrophic if such a thing occurred in here.
Shit! Time for you to go up now.
Oh. Is something the matter? Huh? Xiaosha, it's too dangerous and dirty here. You can't stay here anymore. And I have so much work to do. I'm afraid I can't see you off.
That's all right. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Xiaosha. Go on.
Difficult our meeting, more so our parting. Easterly wind comes, and all flowers wilt. Right this moment, a sense of being parted forever enveloped them. She walks off the tunnel heavily laden, with sweat and tears unconsciously rolling down her cheeks. Xiaosha didn't bother to wipe her tears away, for in the dark, no one would see her tears of anguish. Only now did she completely understand the kind of hardship Xiaoping endures when the formidable reality is revealed right before her eyes.
Why did you come back?
You forgot to tell me what we would do after we meet at the ancient pagoda hill.
Didn't we agree that we're going to meet up there, go to Shuangshui village together, to take a photo with our family in front of our new cave house?
The one that you made for your family.
To accomplish it, I will keep going down the mine without missing a day, and I will earn the vacation time I need.
But when we return to the village, I don't want to return there anymore as the niece of Qian Futang. I want to return as Sen Xiaoping's fiancée. Do you like it? No, you don't like it?
Of course I do. I can't even begin to imagine how happy the people in our village would be. My father, elder brother, my elder and younger sisters. I'm certain they would all be smiling from ear to ear.
Wait. But what about you?
Everyone listen. Keep your lights out for 10 seconds.
There, in the dark, Xiaosha once again held Xiaoping's hand tightly. She wished her hands would always remain in these hands and would never have to let go.
Xiaoping! I will come back to the Yuan again!
Do you see how well I make predictions, Xiaosha? I knew that I could return from my business trip just in time to meet your flight. Did you see the plate of the car? 003. I specifically borrowed it from my dad to fetch you. And you know what? My grandfather's car in Beijing is the best. Hey, Xiaosha. Look, what can you say about my attire, huh?
Huh?
How do I look?
What you're wearing now makes you look like a tour guide.
Is that so? I specially bought this attire because I know I'd meet you. How can you compare me to a tour guide?
Thank you, then.
A tour guide?
Oh, have there been any major news recently? Because I haven't read the papers in days.
Major news. Domestically, it's basically the same. But on the 14th of June, at the opening ceremony of the World Cup, Argentina, the previous champions, actually lost 1-0 to Belgium. Boy, how unfortunate of Argentina. On the same day that they lost their match, their military governor in Malvinas Islands, that General Menendez, surrendered everything and waved the white flag at the British forces.
You bought me meals here twice already.
It looks like I'll have to treat you again here today.
Mrs. Thatcher to me is impressive. I admire her because she didn't hesitate to spend a huge sum of money to dispatch a naval fleet to defend a remote island thousands of miles away for the self-respect of the British. Of course, on the emotional level, I can't help but cry for Argentina's misfortune. They really are a pitiful lot. They're not able to guard a vegetable patch at their doorstep.
And losing their first game of the tourney made it even much worse. The Belgian defenders stuck to Maradona like plaster. He was hacked down several times. He couldn't get himself up.
Maradona wasn't the only one who couldn't get up. It was Argentina. And now, the whole country of Argentina appears to have been hacked down, fallen on the ground, is now suffering from spasm.
And what comes next will be a lot of congressional chaos. Those politicians and generals will be pointing their fingers at each other. Why don't we drink a toast to Brazil instead? Let's wish them success.
Sister Xiaosha!
Did I surprise you?
Please come inside.
Okay. Wow, your room is pleasantly set up. It's nice to look at.
Let me get you some water.
Don't bother, I just want to chat with you. I missed you.
Okay.
Tell me, why are you here all by yourself?
This afternoon, we don't have any class, so my roommates have gone shopping.
Ah.
Sister Xiaosha, what are you doing here?
I visited your second eldest brother.
My brother? How is he doing? I hope he's well.
Oh, he is. Don't worry about him, okay? And here, He asked me to give you this money. And this skirt as well.
He sent me money? He already gave me money this month. Why is he giving me some again?
You should take it since I already brought it. Just keep it. Is there anything else you think I can help you with?
Don't worry. Sister Xiaoxia, I'm completely fine.
You can't just say you're fine. Studying math and science are exhausting, so please just take this money. Use it to buy yourself health supplements.
Whatever for. Studying doesn't exhaust me.
Here, I bought you a skirt. Try it on. I want to see it on you. Come on, don't be shy.
All right.
There. See how you look. You look very pretty.
Sister Xiaoxia,
Yes?
I have enough clothes to wear. Don't spend your money buying clothes for me. All I do every day is attend my classes, go to the canteen, go back to the dorm. That's all. I don't do anything else. I have no reason to dress up.
That's unacceptable. Our Lan Chang must be the school's campus belle.
You know what? My brother Xiaoping? He hasn't come home in years. I want to see him already. He should come home by year end.
Listen, Lan Chang, don't worry too much about it, okay? Come on, let's talk. Tell me and be honest. Is there any male classmate who shows interest in you?
I think there's someone. But I can't think about those things until I graduate.
It's not a matter of whether you want to think about it or not, but whether he comes knocking on your door.
Sister Xiaoxia, when I get the chance, I'd like to pursue graduate studies when I'm finished here. I know I can do it. When school first started, my foreign language is awful, but I worked hard and managed to learn. So I think that if opportunity knocks, I would immediately grab it.
Your second elder brother always tells me, my younger sister Lan Chang is a genius, and now I believe him.
You know, the truth is, I'd like to stay in school forever.
Well, if you just stay and never leave school, then you'll be the prettiest bookworm ever.
I'd definitely love to be a bookworm.
That's great. If that really is your goal, to take postgraduate studies, then I'll support you all the way.
I've come to realize that we're in a universe so vast and magnificent, so much so that we can't even grasp its size. The Earth is but a speck in the midst of its vastness. Don't you think the same way?
Already bewildered people of the village yet again. Who would have thought that Sensha Yuan, who rolled into the Blackwater ditch, could crawl back out again?
There you go. Thank you.
Can you believe it? This rumbling sound. We haven't heard or felt it for a whole year.
That's right. Who among us would have thought that this fellow, who had rolled into the Blackwater ditch, could crawl back out again?
Trust me, Uncle Ju and Shan, the world is going to change again. It will happen.
Yes.
Aunt Feng, what is it? Why is Shoulian so busy running around doing everything?
My, that girl is so stubborn. She knows she's pregnant. Why does she still have to go running around managing things at home and out here?
You really don't know what she's doing, do you? What Shoulian is trying to do is running around looking for loopholes for Shaowan, so mistakes could be prevented in the future.
And because of our family, our Shaowan was able to find himself a good wife.
That's because she comes from my side of the family. Am I right? Aren't the women from the He family
Sure.
good?
And the men from the Sen family are good men who are skillful and dependable.
What are yours?
Senujang, come here!
Huh? Did you say Shaowan is out? Hey, everybody, come here! My nephew Shaowan has come out! Come on! Hurry! Gather around!
First batch of the brick kiln has been lit. It was a success!
Thank you to our Shaowan! He'll talk to someone important.
What did you just say? The 4,000 yuan that we loaned from the bank has to be paid today?
There was a complaint filed against my friend. They said the money he loaned was for someone outside the county. The heads of Yuan Bay County's agricultural bank are infuriated. Times are hard and money is scarce. Getting a loan in this county is hard enough. That's why something like this caused a major uproar. He had to order his subordinates to make sure they recover the loan immediately. The brick kiln has been lit, and the money loaned spent. I can't do anything, though I know that this is killing you.
I have yet to pay the wages that I now owe the people of this village. Everyone now is eagerly waiting for a few clamps of good bricks to be produced and sold so they can get paid for their hard work.
I just got their spirits up, and you come here to pour a bucket of ice-cold water on these poor people?
You're in deep trouble. And instead of worrying about the fire in your brick kiln, you worry about the spirits of the people who work here.
I honestly don't know how to deal with this. It's the first time we've started to feel a bit of hope.
I was so filled with excitement, my heart almost leapt out of my chest.
My wife, Liya,
has never had a decently spent day in her life from the moment that she got married to me.
We're now about to have our second child. How do I even begin to tell her this? What kind of monster would I be if I let her worry about this?
Listen to me. I know you're in a difficult position, but the money still has to be given back.
Listen, I'll definitely pay the loan. I'll have the money to pay it. Just please don't ruin the day for the villagers. You see that the lighting ceremony for the brick kiln is successful. So I beg you, don't make this news public. I don't want the people to know. It would ruin them.
Okay. I'll keep it between us.
Yuan! Come back here! Everybody's waiting for you! What's taking you so long?
My friend came to congratulate me for what we achieved! Just give me a second, I'll be right back!
We'll be waiting! All right, let's go back to work! Back to work, fellas!
Youngha, did I hear it right? Someone has filed a case against my loan?
Why do you care who it is? You must quickly come up with a payment. Listen, I think I can manage to give you 3 days.
Just 3 days?
Yes, 3 days. I know it's not enough, but it's the best I can do.
Oh, dear heaven. I feel the world feast on my unending torment.
Why do you always insist that I ride this pull cart? I'm just pregnant, not sick. Those who don't know us will laugh at me.
Why would you think people would laugh at you? They're probably even envious of you. You're pregnant, you can't get exhausted. It could cause you to lose weight, and that wouldn't be good.
Why don't you just admit you care about me and be done with it?
I do care about you.
I know that. Yuan, is there something troubling you right now?
Why are you asking me that? Other than you and the children, what else can I have on my mind?
You know what I'm talking about. You think I didn't notice that after Hu Youngha left the brick field? You've started to look lost and troubled?
I've been thinking. I'll visit Uncle Futang.
You will visit Uncle Futang?
Yes.
What for?
I heard that Runshan got himself into trouble, and it's a hard time for Uncle Futang, so I thought I'd go visit him.
Is that the truth?
Oh, goodness, you just can't stop worrying, can you? You must learn when to stop worrying. I'm worried, I care about you.
If you say you care about me too often, I wouldn't find it precious anymore.
If I don't say that, what would I say then? My dearly beloved wife?
Since when did you become such a smooth talker?
You throw dates at me now? You Chauncey girls have a mean habit of throwing dates at the men of your lives.
It was a declaration of my love for you.
Then stop throwing them at me. Keep it for our snack.
The sun is already set. You plan to bask in the evening clouds? I might as well join the fun and witness the dance of dusk and twilight.
Get away from me. You're ruining the moment. You can't just help but occupy any territory you desire, don't you? Isn't your family's brick field big enough that you have to occupy my space too? Of all places, why do you have to choose my territory to put your butt on?
3 days from now, I will have to pay that 4,000 yuan loan that I secured from Yuan Bay County. It means I have to let go of the brickyard if I don't pay them by then.
While I was sitting here, I was thinking, how come I wasn't hearing any commotion from the village? Then I realized that you would hide this loan problem and carry the weight of the burden by yourself.
Can I ask you to call the county chief, Mr. Cho, and ask him to speak to the agricultural bank of our county to lend that amount of money to me to pay the loan at Yuan Bay County by or before its deadline.
What did you just say?
I need to pay the full amount of the money that I loaned within 3 days, and I don't have the means right now. So please help me and call Mr. Zhou.
Are you begging me to do something for you?
Yes.
Well, I'm not afraid to let you know that it was I who filed the case against the loaned money. That's right, I filed a complaint.
Is that so?
I did it. I lodged a report against you twice. The first one was about the anomaly in the land for pig feed. The second one is about the loan you got from a county where you don't belong. You already knew about it?
I already did.
Then why bother asking me to help you, huh?
Because I've always been aware that you resent me. So much so that you don't know where to vent it. First, you resented me because you didn't want me for Runya. Now you simply resent me because you can and you want to. You carry a grudge against me.
Don't make the mistake of thinking that you are now the leader and head of the people of Shuangshui village. Don't forget you're not even a party member.
Yes, you're right. I'm not. I'm aware that on the stage of Shuangshui village, you, Uncle Futang, have always been the only star. You want to be a peasant politician, but the truth is, for now, there will always be someone who will play that role instead of you. Your body is broken. You're sitting on this millstone without anybody by your side. What you've become is an insignificant spectator. You're afraid that what you desire would fall into the hands of a nobody like me.
Get away from me! Listen to me carefully. Despite my situation, even if I'm doomed to lie on my back in this grinder all year round, I, Jian Futang, am the party branch secretary of Shuangshui village. It doesn't matter to me whether you become more prosperous or if you have a better life now. I'm still in charge and you cannot change that.
Uncle Futang, everyone in Shuangshui village says that I'm a skillful person. And they even say that even if a piece of cattle rein were to fall into the middle of a flowing river, I certainly would still be able to find it. Of course, I do know they're only flattering me. So in what way am I dependable? Because you see, if I really were a dependable person, why have I not found the solution into making the Sens and the Tians live cordially together like they used to? My father would love it if you came off this millstone, and he would love it so much more if you called him boy again.
Mr. Zhou has personally seen and attended the lighting ceremony of your brick field. Why don't you just go and call him yourself?
The call you make and the call I make are two different things. I call... You're still branch secretary Tian. You call... And you're the branch secretary and my Uncle Futang. The sun is already set. But it will surely rise again tomorrow.
Yuan, you know you're blocking my light. Don't stand there. Move aside. I want to be able to finish reading this before it gets dark. I can't afford to light the lamp at night.
The world is starting to change. But Uncle Utian, your family circumstances and this hobby of yours have remained completely unchanged. Only a few people who live along Dongla River are passionate about politics like you. There are very few of you left.
You know, your second aunt and I are alike. Farming has never been our passion.
Passion is good, but it's all that there is to it. You can't dine on passion. Please tell Aunt Fang Ying that tomorrow you should come to my brick field to work, all right? This won't affect your passion for politics.
Hey, Shawan! Shawan! You confuse me. You're a dependable and skillful person. You'd be able to instantly find the cattle rain that someone loses in a flowing river. But something still completely baffles me. It's why you never ask anybody to help you look for it.
What are you trying to say?
Well, now that you ask, I don't know. All I know is, having to be dependable is very hard!